What's going on? What's going on? Look at me dropping my phone. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rundown, setting the record straight, hosted by your boy Darrel Long. Let me make sure everything is good on my end. Let me take this off of low battery mode. Turn it off of low power mode. Turn the brightness down. And we should be good to go. Make sure I don't got no other make sure I don't got no other menus opened up, etc., etc. Now, first thing I want to do is start out by saying this. The first thing I want to do is start out by saying this. One of my videos was recently taken down on my wife's channel. The video we did recently with OG Patrice and Uncle Rico. The video was flagged for bullying and harassment, etc., etc. So I want to say this. When I invite people up on the panel now, I just don't want to use any curse words, any slurs, no talking about people weight, etc., height, all that kind of stuff. Just try to just overall make the point. You feel me? Because that's one of the things that these guys always do. What's going on, Kojak? I'm not gonna be here all night. Just come in to, you know, do this show and then get back out of here. Cause it's low key late. I got shit I gotta do tomorrow and all week. I got shit I gotta do every day, bro. But I just want to have that PSA announcement before I do anything else is to announce that we're gonna have to clean up how we talk on the panel. I don't mind giving people smoke because we're gonna be giving Anton a smoke for pretty much the rest of the year. But the one thing that I do mind is making sure that we're able to actually keep the channels because they can't get us for copyrights now. I'm too smart for that. They can't get us for a lot of stuff. So they try to get us with bullying and all the rest of this stuff. Let's not give them that opportunity. Anyway, so moving forward, I want to talk about why some men in the manosphere and the red pill spaces, why they can't, why some men in the red pill manosphere spaces can't tell the difference between an 16-year-old minor and a 18-year-old woman. Let's break this down because I was watching Room 9, right? And usually it's usually boring, to be honest. But I was getting clips for my Mika show that I'm going to be doing soon about how Mika has officially left Anton. That's just the facts. Like officially left Anton. She has been back on the show. I don't think she's going to be back on the show, but we're going to have a genuine conversation about that. Right now, this conversation about 16-year-old girls and 18-year-old young ladies is it's just ridiculous, right? And we caught Slimmy on Anton's channel talking about I don't understand the difference between an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old. So today, as the Simp God, I'm going to spend an hour or two to break down why an 18-year-old is biologically different than a 16-year-old because clearly Slimmy don't understand the difference. You feel me? Slimmy don't understand the difference. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get directly into the video. Y'all know how I get down. Fair use. Shout out to these niggas who made the video. But let's get directly into it.
My daughter is 21. She still lives at home. She asked me if it would be okay if her boyfriend could come over to our house and kind of hang out with her.
Now the conversation was about can a can this woman who has a daughter that's 21 have a boyfriend over the house? Right? That was the conversation originally. Then, Anton started to say, well, if a 16-year-old girl is my daughter, she can't even be dating at that time. And that's where we're going to get into the bullshit. But because this is a live stream and I haven't, gathered the timestamps, I'm going to just go through the video. We're going to watch it, let you guys hear it for yourselves, and we can just call it a day. You feel me? You guys can hear everything Slimmy said yourselves. And also, I'm doing a separate video about how I pull Slimmy card. I might do that in the morning because that's a short one. I don't need a whole lot of time for that one. But let's go.
And if they did allow you to stay, somebody had to sleep somewhere else. Somewhere else in the house.
You're gonna clap cheeks. You better pay for it. You better go.
Basically, what Mika is saying, hey, if you want to have a boy over, you got to be able to pay for it. But I just want to get straight to the Slimmy shit. To be honest,
I'm gonna be the, for me to bring him over.
Still feel like you live on.
Y'all was gonna be in the room. Y'all was gonna be in projecting. Did you hear what she said? She said you not gonna be in here shacking up. She just asked if the nigga could come over. She assumed that y'all was gonna be in the room by yourself. They could have brought the video game downstairs.
nigga, this is a 21-year-old woman she was talking about in that video. In the video that Anton played, they talked about a 21-year-old woman who was living with her mom. I don't know even. I can't even remember right now. I can't even remember how Slimmy got the conversation to 16-year-olds. And I don't want to speculate. Let's go watch the video right now.
Can't clean it up for her either because
come on, man. Like
what she could have said. What she could have said.
Projecting. She projecting.
What she messed up. Where the parent messed up is the kid. I ain't even gonna say kid. The daughter, because she's 21. The daughter. I don't think that just
anything.
Well, let's not
listen till after the day.
If my daughter comes to me and says, "Dad, what do you can I do this?" I'm gonna say, well, I never ever say no. I never say no.
Yeah, that's the sign that bro just not a good dad. If every time your daughter asks you for something, you always say yes, that shows that you don't have any discipline at all. You don't have any discipline literally at all. You're gonna let your daughter get away with any single thing, and that's why a lot of these young women are the same exact type of women that y'all complain about to this day. But yeah, Kojak, what's popping? Raj Will, what's popping? Dub, what's popping, man? What's popping? I would stay here all night, but it's a late show. I think I do my best when I do like 6 a.m. shows where nobody else is streaming. That's kind of what I used to do, 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. But I work 6 days a week now. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go.
What I say is, well, let's look at the possibilities and what do you think about this and how does this play out? And well, do you think that would be wise? Do you think it would be safe? All right, so if this makes sense, how about if you go here, then I want you to make sure that this and this is taken care of. Make sure you put your Apple Watch on and so on and so forth, or whatever. It leaves open the door for communication so that I can effectively manage her, and it makes her more comfortable to come to me when she's having problems, issues, or when she's trying to figure something out. I don't think that just saying no is the wise thing to do, personally.
I understand what you're saying about the communication part, but
yeah, I'm sorry. I should have got all the time set prepared. I just want to. All right.
30 level, especially for a female.
Okay, I think they're about to ask what's the difference between a 16-year-old and a 18-year-old. I'm pretty sure this is the moment.
What's the difference?
Oh, yeah.
Fine. You can go to real. Okay.
What's the difference?
So
that's crazy.
I'm not passing on to my children.
Here we go, guys.
But like
all
my
right.
first, like we had horror.
All right. So I'm 10 minutes to my video. Hit the like button, subscribe. Right now, we're going to hear Anton Daniels, co-host by the name of Slimmy, talk about how he don't understand the difference between 16-year-old girls who are minors and 18-year-olds who are not minors. He don't understand the difference. I think it's crazy because we were just having a conversation about how Corey Holcomb violated a minor based on her age, and now all of a sudden, Anton Daniels co-hosts don't even know the difference between what a minor young girl is and a young lady. Let's watch.
At my school, and like the senior class would pick like an underclassman to have sex with. I didn't know this until after the date. And my dad, I went on a date with this chick, and I came home, and my dad was like, "You 16, you can't go on a date till you're 18." So
that's crazy.
I don't. What do you mean it's crazy? I get it.
Like he was 18.
Why did it have to be an exact number?
What is that? That's my dad. Like, he's a cop. He's a pastor, like stuff is structured.
What's the difference between 16 and 18?
I don't know, nigga. That you
What's the difference between 16 and 18?
So the obvious biological reality is that there isn't often a dramatic physical difference between someone, when they're 16 years old and when they're 18 years old. Puberty doesn't operate on a legal calendar. And physical development varies enormously between individuals, right? Some 16-year-olds look older while some 18-year-olds look younger. Men who point this out aren't necessarily wrong about the visual similarities, but this is where there becomes a problem for people like Slimmy. The issue isn't the acknowledgement of physical similarity. It's when some men in these spaces, these manosphere red pill spaces, use this age gap situation to observe or to argue that age of consent laws are arbitrary or age of consent laws are unfair, or that these age of consent laws are there to minimize the significance that they have when they want to pursue minors. That's just the facts. This reveals several different concerning things about people like Anton. These guys really don't understand the difference between a young girl and a woman. But I want y'all to hear out of Slimmy mouth, right? I could have did a pre-recording because again, Anton or somebody in his team just sent a community strike to my wife channel saying that they got bullied. You can't make this shit up, bro. Let's go.
No, nigga, that you
still can't dress.
You can't ask them questions when you ate.
It's a big
There's literally no difference.
No, it
There's literally no difference
when you ate. I don't know, nigga, that you
still can't dress.
You can't ask them questions when you ate.
That's Slimmy mindset. She's 16, one's 18, you still can't go to the bar. What are you talking about, bro? One is a child. One is a child, Slimmy. Did you not understand this? One is a child. You talking about you don't understand what's going on, bro. One is a child. If y'all niggas think dating 16-year-old girls is cool, bro, I don't even want to be around y'all niggas. I don't even want to be around y'all. If y'all think that dating 16-year-old girls is cool and there's no difference between a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, I don't want to be around you. You different. You weird. You weird, bro. I don't give a fuck what Anton tell you. You weird, bro. You feel me? You're a weirdo. And the fact, I'm not saying that to bully you either. I'm saying that simply to say that any man who wants to look at a 16-year-old and don't know the difference between a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, bro, that's just some weird shit to me. I don't know, bro. You feel me? I just, y'all be on some other shit. Y'all really do be on some other shit, B. But you know what? Let's go back to the video, man.
There's literally no difference. There's literally no difference between 16 and 18.
What?
There's literally no difference between 16 and 18.
There is literally no difference between 16 and 18. There is literally no difference between 16-year-olds who are minors and Slimmy Mind and 18-year-old adults. No difference at all. Kojak says, my oldest granddaughter / niece will be 16 this year. I wish a nigga would. But listen, Kojak, bro, talk to your man's time dog and tell him to take this shit down, because I definitely will be clipping this and making other videos about it. And, but eventually I'm gonna have to tie it to the Aaron O video, the Team Portugal video, because Anton surrounded himself with men who think like this. Anton is surrounding himself with men who believe that it's okay to even speak about 16-year-old girls like this when the topic, Kojak, was about a 21-year-old woman. How did we even get here when the topic was about a 21-year-old woman? Let's keep watching.
They did.
You
You're
can't tell
legal for
that. You
some
can't tell
things.
that
What's
to
the
a
difference?
dad. You
You're
can't
legal
tell
for
that
some
to your
things.
dad.
Well,
Nigga, if
I don't
asked
know
my
what it
dad,
is
what's
for
the
What,
difference
smoking
boys.
between 18,
cigarettes?
I would have got slapped
What?
upside the
Go ahead.
dad.
Well,
Nigga, if
I
I
don't
asked
know
my
what it
dad,
is
what's
for
the
What,
difference
smoking
boys.
between 18 and
cigarettes?
18, I would have got.
Slimmy think the only difference between a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old is they can smoke cigarettes. See, this creates a deliberate misunderstanding of what actually matters. The crucial difference between physical appearance is the power dynamics, right? This isn't just about the physical appearance. It's about power dynamics. It's about brain development. It's about life experience. It's about legal and ethical boundaries. An 18-year-old has a legal, she has her legal autonomy, right? She can do what she wants to. Now, some people might still say, like my wife, if she was woke, my wife would say an 18-year-old is not a grown woman. But the fact of the matter is she legally has her own autonomy. Most 16-year-olds do not have their own autonomy like anywhere on the whole fucking planet. The law itself draws this line not because people magically transform at midnight on their 18th birthday, but because society need clear boundaries to protect young people from exploitation. And if you have people like Slimmy who don't understand the difference between an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old, then there's a reason why, again, we have these laws, right? Some men in these spaces have this ideology and that's committed to ideas about male sexual strategy that prioritize youth and inexperience in their partners. When confronted with age boundaries, they usually find these arguments that make boundaries seems irrational rather than examining why they are fixated on young girls. That's just the facts. So I wanted y'all to hear Slimmy saying this because I'm about to be on Slimmy ass. I'm about to be on Slimmy because Slimmy say a lot of stuff that's that has that Slimmy make a lot of arguments that lacks logic, right? So I'm just here to correct the logic. It's just that simple. And you know what's crazy, Kojak? Nigga, I'm blow. I'm tired. I've been up all day. I've been up since 6 a.m. I'm still about to get this live stream done. Because if anybody else had talked about how the difference between 16-year-old girls and 18-year-old girls and he don't know the difference, bro, we'd be saying some way worse shit about him. We'd be calling him a PDF file. We'd be saying all kind of shit. But for some reason, they give niggas a pass when they close to Anton. And I don't like that shit.
Slapped upside the head.
No, you can go to real jail, prison at that age. You can really get in trouble for your crime. Anything.
Well, let's not be so pessimistic about what
You asked what's the difference?
what you could do, like or where you could go, but like outside of jail, what's the difference?
But listen to this nigga. Outside of jail, what's the difference? Outside being able to go to jail for dealing with a 16-year-old, what's the difference? Man, I would love for Slim to come up here and explain himself. Explain yourself. Explain why you don't, at your big age, you giving advice to women on Anton Daniels' platform, but you don't understand the difference between a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old, and an 18-year-old. You don't understand no differences? You lack what? I just don't understand it, Slimmy. I'm genuinely confused by you. Like, genuinely confused, my brother. And then to have you come on Anton's channel and talk like this is absolutely diabolical. Yeah, Kojak, he should listen to you more. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to listen to these other dudes. And then you got people like Slimmy doing shit like this. I was listening to it, looking for weaknesses to find, and we found them.
You can't tell me the difference and then take it away.
Right.
You're not legal to drink. So what's the difference?
You can get an apartment. You don't have to be a man.
Slimmy has now asked about 5 or 6 times, what is the difference between a 16-year-old girl and an 18-year-old young woman. Now, again, I'm not here to put any false allegations on Slimmy and call him nothing or say that he be with young girls. All I'm saying is I would side eye. I will definitely side eye any man that does not understand the difference between a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old. A man that doesn't understand the absence of developmental perspective. Men like Slimmy simply ignore or downplay the significant differences in emotional maturity and vulnerability and manipulation and the capacity that a younger person that's 16-year-old that's still a minor that they would truly have when dealing with an older man. This is why Mika tried to come in and say, listen, when I was 16, I didn't know a lot of shit compared to when I was 18. And yeah, I was still a young lady, but I knew way more. I was much more mature. Slimmy wasn't having it. It was crazy. It actually took Anton to come in and shut this conversation down. It's crazy.
Participated.
How you think?
You could join the army.
I don't look at an
How do you
18-year-old as an
think?
adult personally.
Well, it's not
Well,
that. Like anything
What's
that happens
the
when I'm
difference between
16.
16 and 18?
Well, I'm telling you, you keep asking the question, but like anything that
What's
happens
the
when I'm
difference between
16.
16 and 18?
Well, I'm telling you, you keep asking the question, but don't let nobody answer.
The fact that y'all even want to answer that, Quentin, is crazy. We know the differences between a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old. Why do you need to teach Slimmy that? I don't understand the purpose of having to teach Slimmy the differences between a 16-year-old girl who is a minor and a 18-year-old woman. I just don't understand that, bro. I could go off on you, Slimmy, but I genuinely want to have a conversation with you about why don't you understand the difference between a minor and a grown woman and the differences. Let's keep going, bro.
Difference is
We were
when I'm
so
What was
civil.
answering?
We were so
well,
civil.
I'm just saying when we're 16, like my dad is on the hook for anything I do when I'm outside the house. He's not when I'm 18.
It's your maturity level, especially for a female.
Oh, guys, and wait for me because I'm going to react to this whole video. I'm going to create a overlay soon where it has the circle ring around it when I'm live, like I do in my my pre-recordings, because I want to react to the videos. I want to make sure we avoid copyright strikes, community strikes, all of that stuff, because they're going to do everything they can to try to stop me from telling the truth about these people like they did before. If I didn't get deleted before, I'd probably have 100,000 subscribers. So I'm very dedicated to seeing not only this platform grow, but my wife's platform grow as well. Let's continue to expose them. In this video, this was the last video that Mika did with Anton. So soon, tonight, I'm going to set up a live stream, probably for tomorrow night. And tomorrow night, we're going to break down the entire live stream about how Mika left Anton. She's done with him. I can tell. I've been dealing with baddies my whole life. I can tell when a woman is truly fed up and she's ready to move on. That's a fact. But let's stay focused. The topic right now is Slimmy not understanding the difference between a 16-year-old girl who is still typically in high school, living with her parents. I'm tired, y'all. Without any independent income because she's still a fucking child, or no life experience because she's still a child, right? Then we have to talk about the power dynamics between, a young girl versus somebody who is much older. But the fact that Slimmy just cannot understand the differences between a minor and an adult woman, that bothers me.
Yeah.
Well, at
So
21,
it's
I
still-
hope she would be mature. I
We're
don't
still
know. I
just talking
think that
about Jill.
mom.
What did you say, Slimmy?
No, I said we still were just talking about Jill.
No.
Yeah, Slimmy, of course we're going to talk about jail when you're talking about what's the differences between dating a 16-year-old and dating a 18-year-old. For us as grown men, the first thing that we need to talk about is jail. What are you talking about, bro? And this is a highly inappropriate topic for Anton to be hosting on his platform.
I said maturity level.
Nah.
I was totally
What?
different.
We still were just talking about Jill.
No, I said maturity level.
Nah.
I was totally different.
Slimmy, you think that 16-year-old minors and 18-year-olds have the same exact mentality? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all gotta watch out for some of these guys, bro, because they showing y'all. They put it right in your face. They show you exactly who they are, exactly how they feel. Really, I don't even have to tell y'all what I'm thinking, right? Because I'm gonna do a smoke show soon on Rumble, so I can really get some stuff out that I really want to say, low key. I will announce it soon. But let's have a genuine conversation just for a moment, bro. If a man believes that a 16-year-old is just as mature as an 18-year-old, physically she's no different from an 18-year-old. And I'm not putting this on Slimmy, but to me, men who traditionally think this way, I've seen them do awful things. It made me think about Brother Polite. Made me think about Brother Polite in that situation from years ago when they were saying, "Oh, it's really no different between a 14-year-old, 16-year-old, 18-year-old." Despite we know, a 16-year-old is what, a sophomore in high school, bro. That's a kid, bro. That's literally a child. And the fact that Slimmy is sitting on Anton panel, not knowing the difference between a 16-year-old and a 18-year-old, and making excuses, talking about the mental capacity is the same, bro. Y'all got to be careful who y'all let around these little girls. No cap.
Different than I was 16.
No. What I'm saying is that's just time. Like as far as I'm talking about, like there's nothing real legal or anything that changes between 16 and 18. That's all.
What?
I'm saying.
Would you give your
Illegal.
16-year-old and your
What?
18-year-old the same curfew?
16 and 18. There's nothing real legal or anything that changes between 16 and 18. There's nothing real legal or anything that changes between 16 and 18. There's nothing real legal or anything that changes between 16 and 18. There's nothing real legal or anything that changes between 16 and 18. That's all.
My fucking God. That's y'all mans? That's y'all mans? There's nothing really legal about, there's no legal difference between 16-year-olds and 18-year-olds. Is that right, Slimmy? Is that right? I don't even got to say it. I'm just showing y'all the content, bro. I'm just showing y'all the content. I'm showing y'all who y'all dealing with, showing y'all who y'all root for, showing y'all who y'all make excuses for. That's all I'm showing y'all. Y'all gonna continue to make it. Y'all gonna continue to make excuses for them. This shit is low key disturbing, bro. Let's continue, man. I'm about to wrap this shit up.
Would you give your
Illegal.
16-year-old and your 18-year-old the same curfew, or would you give the 16-year-old an earlier time and the 18-year-old a later time?
I wouldn't see a difference in 16 and 18.
So
What?
okay, well, answer later time.
I wouldn't see a difference in 16 and 18.
Y'all heard it yourselves, bro. Slimmy don't see the difference between 16-year-old girl and a grown man in his 30s, 40s type shit. Don't understand out of his own mouth the difference between a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old. I'm gonna keep repeating that because that's what I mean. Anybody with a head, just anybody with any fundamental thinking just knows what this means. Come on now, Slimmy, you gotta tighten up, bro.
So okay, well, answer the
This is
question. You give them the
I
same.
don't know, Slim.
No. No, I don't see a difference between 16 or 18. I'm literally
You would,
telling
No,
you.
Slim.
No, I don't see a difference between 16 or 18. I'm
you
literally
would-
telling you.
No, Slim.
No, I don't see a difference between 16 or 18. I'm literally.
So when y'all gonna start protecting these kids from these men? When are we gonna start cultivating a culture where men understand the difference between a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old? If your ideology is committed to the youngest partner possible, then it's going to be very convenient that you come up with these arbitrary arguments. You're just going to ignore social norms. We don't date young women, bro. That's not what grown men should be doing. Any adult man who struggles to see meaningful differences between a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old beyond, can I just legally have sex with them, is revealing something concerning about how they view young women as objects of sex rather than people at different life stages deserving different treatment. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. And Slimmy, the fact that nobody want to hold you accountable on this, I'm just making a small video about it, bro. I'm like, I could have did a long ass live stream. I just saw it tonight when I was watching the video. I was really watching Mika, but then you start saying all this shit. I ain't know what to think about this shit. I had to just do a little recording. Let's go, man.
Telling you there would be no difference to me.
Let me tell you, this was my own anecdotal experience. So this is really like specific to his son, and maybe he saw something in his son that I wasn't ready for.
Well, I'm not even talking about you specifically anymore. I'm just saying I don't see a difference between 16 and 18. Talking about you specifically anymore. I'm just saying I don't see a difference between 16 and 18.
Can somebody in the chat please tell Slimmy what's the difference between 16-year-old girls and 18-year-old young ladies? Young adult women. Because Slimmy don't know the difference. He don't understand that those are children. How Anton said, their brain isn't even fully developed yet. Their brains isn't even fully developed yet. And you talking about there is no difference. This is why women don't feel safe around men now. And this is why women feel like their daughters are going to be preyed upon, because we have men who don't even understand that there is a biological difference when a woman is 16, and she's not even a woman, she's a child still. When a child is 16 and when she's first blossoming into a young woman at 18, there's a lot of differences going on, but for some reason, Slimmy didn't understand it. Suck ass nigga.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
See, people are saying huge differences, but you can't tell me anything. Like, what's the difference? Like,
the fact that like Slimmy literally spent like 20 minutes talking to himself about this. It was clear that Mika was uncomfortable. It was clear that Miss Sanchez was uncomfortable. Lex was uncomfortable. Anton was uncomfortable. The fact that we got to tell you all these differences between a child and a young adult is crazy, bro. It's absolutely diabolical, Slimmy. But don't worry, I'm going to be combing through more content. And I'm going to find moments like this where Slimmy or Anton or somebody on their panel going to slip up, say some goofy shit, and we're going to be right back at it. Nothing going to stop Simp Nation. That's a fact. Nothing. And make sure you guys hit the Cash App, man. Send me $5. Do something to make me feel better.
Obviously, you might be more mature, but literally, other than like jail or maturity, what are the big differences that you just gotta have some totally different rules for a 16 and an 18-year-old?
I mean, every parent is going to be different, but to me, that's a big age. I'm not going to give my 16-year-old the same curfew as I would my 18-year-old. Or
everybody else understand it, Miss Sanchez. Everybody else understand that a 16-year-old and a 18-year-old is completely different. Completely different. The only one that doesn't understand that is Slimmy. Listen, man, I wasn't staying here all night because I actually got to set up this other stream. And I'm tired. You feel me? I'm about to get a workout in too. I'm really dedicated to staying in shape and making sure that I make money offline because, again, to wrap this video up, Slimmy, Anton, they all cowards, man. And I don't mean to say that to attack them because every time you criticize these people, they send 50 people after you to do a community strike. And it almost made me feel like Anton is afraid to just have a conversation and be exposed for the person that he is because you don't want people like us to call you out. I saw the video that he did with Messi or Michonne or Michonne. I'm going to be breaking that video down too. Right? I got so many clips now that right now is the perfect time to drop everything. So if I was him, I'd be afraid too, but it's just business, bro. Just come talk to me. You don't gotta do all the whole shit behind closed doors. And Slimmy, just stay away from 16-year-old girls, bro. Just stay away from 16-year-old girls because you don't understand the difference between a young lady and a minor. And I'm just disappointed that I had to do this live stream to even clip this moment in case y'all deleted or some shit like that. That being said, I'm out of here, man. I'm blowed. Time for me to lay the fuck down my wife. Peace.